Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is a quite unusual peppermint tea. I say unusual because it's unusual for me. Either way, it is still a bit of a different beverage indeed, so welcome back to the game. And previously, we were spending money, and spending quite a bit of it, in fact, but we also made it, which is often handy, and that was to again build the courtyard in the middle here on our no perimeter wall island. We got things like the visitation grant done, which include the common room. We've got some more green energy, which we'll probably be doubling down with on this episode as well. We got in things like the laundry and such, so yeah, we're well on our way to getting inmates. In fact, I believe this will be the last build episode before we get some inmates and see how we get on. But before that, we need to obviously finish off all of the centre bits. I need to reinstall the door control systems, need to put in some sniper towers, and yeah, more on that later. Anyway, so as I said, just waiting for the workers to crack on and build this. That I don't envisage having any more cells, although we're so close to getting cell block B that I might do what I said previously, which is to, in one of these rooms, build a dormitory, and it is a temporary dormitory. I could even probably designate this middle bit as it and just put in bunk beds and then sell them. In fact, that's probably what I'll end up doing, because it means I don't have to build any more foundation. But let's just have a quick double check the needs to see if there's anything massively that we are missing out on. So bladder, bowels, sleep, food is all in, apart from the food bit, although it would probably function, but I think I do want to build up the kitchen as well. Safety, hopefully. Hygiene, we have got. The exercise, we do have a yard, but there's nothing in it, so I need to put stuff in there. Family needs, we do have phone booths and visitation, so that's all good. Recreation, yes, we've got the common room. Comfort, hopefully. Environment, maybe. Privacy, yes. Freedom, very much so. We've got no perimeter wall. I would say that's quite free. Clothing, I mean, technically yes, but also bug-wise, probably not. Spirituality, we have prayer mats in the cell block, so yes. Literature, same thing. We have some books in there. And then luxuries, which is technically being met by the pet bird. So yeah, we're actually well on our way, more than I actually thought. So that's pretty good. Over to, let's have a quick look. Over to, I think, I was going to say maybe put in some more wind solar hybrids, but I'm going to have to spend probably 30 grand on... I'm probably going to have to spend 30 grand on the sniper towers. I think 3 grand each, but then I need the snipers as well. I think what I'm going to have at the very beginning, at the very minimum, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 10 sniper towers, yeah. It is going to be about 30 grand. Okay, that has changed things up a little bit. I am going to build that dormitory and go that route. Okay, that's going to happen. I said I was going to have a helipad over here. I haven't yet placed it, and that's for no other reason than we don't need it. And that what occurs to me is, do I actually want to continue and place it over there, or do I just use the boat dock? There's no reason why we can't have both. And one of the advantages of having a helipad is we can call in some air paramedics, air firefighters, elite ops teams, etc. So that'll be pretty handy. Yeah, okay. Well, this is now done, which is good. I'm just going to go over to planning and remove some of this planning here. And now it is back in the wiring and the door servos. So let's put in the door servos. It's removed 6 of them, and there would have been 8 in total. So that should be them all. Yeah, it looks like. Over to connections, and we can see that there's only 2 connected up, but we're just going to go ahead and go around. And then that is now all in, so that's good. For this common room in the middle then, I'm going to go with a dormitory, and I'm going to remove that and then place it back in. I think that'll be big enough, you know. I think it'll be big enough. So we only need one sink and toilet, and then bunk beds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much was that? That's a fair bit of money, that one. 2,500. But that will get us past cell block B, which is done, so that's all good. I will then pick up cell block C and going to go over to some dismantle, and we'll remove those, and then obviously I was going to say get them sold, but I'll probably end up forgetting. No, I'll do them now while I still have memories of that. Cell object, and yeah, we're getting some money back. And was that it? Was that them all? Can't see the rest of it. Okay, that's good then. So, 73 grand. That's really good. So what do I need? Well, I'm going to say solitary. We're going to need some solitary. So we'll put that in. And large jail doors. Parole, which is down here. We don't need it. Oh, we need a reception, which was technically this. It's a bit weird, but whatever. It'll work. It will work. Yeah, that'll do for now. Obviously, I haven't got any flooring around here, which is a bit of a nightmare. They'll be walking on grass from the very beginning. In the yard, shall I put things in the yard? Yes, let's put in some weight benches. And how am I going to do this one? So from the middle, let's just have 6. And it's going to be a bit different on this side. Actually, maybe not. There we go. Okay. Like I say, I do want to put in some flooring in here, but the main one is getting in the guard towers. Okay, let's see. So objects, towers, and where's a guard tower going to go? Well, naturally, this corner is the obvious choice. That can oversee all of this. This corner, that seems like an obvious choice. I reckon the snipers can reach down to here. I reckon they can. A sniper tower here is probably in order. And then there. I think that'll be alright as a bare minimum. That's probably fine. But I do think to add in a bit more security, I will have to say go like that. In the middle maybe. And then I think I probably want one either side as well, don't I? But I'm going to put it in front of the CCTV, in front of the green energy, because the green energy is going to expand all the way down. Or do I put it there? No, I think I do put it there. And then finally one over here. Okay, a lot of money spent. A lot of money spent. I'm not going to get the snipers in now. I'll wait until just before we get the inmates. This room is so small, it hasn't even auto-lit. Reception. Okay. So this is like the smallest reception I've ever made. Yeah. But it's just, you just need to have it sort of technically done. There you go. That's done. That's parole, and brilliant. The auto light has put the lights in. The cell walls. Speaking of cell walls, we'll actually build these. So, just building across, as is standard, and solitary. So it's that. And then wait until I build that. Then it's that. And then when you put the doors on, which I'm going to use as these secure ones. Ooh, that wouldn't work. So expensive, but it's done. Power will run in. That should probably do it. And 30 grand remaining. How much do I need total for snipers? I need 20 grand. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, I need about 20 grand. Okay. I don't want to pick up another grant because as soon as you get inmates, we'll be able to do things like inmate nutritional research, crack down on drugs, that type of thing. Okay. Let's just see then. I haven't set up any sort of regime, so I'll do that now. And let's have eat, work lock up, 4 hours, 4 hours, and then another bit of eat either side of that. It's about right. There's an extra bit of free time at the in the afternoon. I think I'll just put another sleep in then. Yeah, that should be all right. And work lock up in the middle. Hang on. Work free time. I'm going to say that's wrong. That one. Right. That's all good. So, I guess flooring. Maybe? What do we need? I need more fridges. I need 2 more cooks. I think we can get inmates. Okay. We got enough guards. Snipers. 10 snipers. Intake. Let's go with... I do want max sec. But I'm going to go with 10 normal prisoners for now. Yeah. Let's see what happens, right? This is... this could be the last episode of the series if it goes completely south. Excuse me. So, we've got a blue patrol that we're going to set up around here. And I'm going to assign dog handlers to the corners. Not that I think we're going to have any problems with tunnels. More patrols in and around the centre. Like this. And that's going to be guards like so. And yeah, this could be the last episode of the series. If it goes completely south from the very beginning. Let's go with the policy. For escape attempt, lockdown 12 hours. I'll be fine. I think we're able to do it. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Like I say, this could go wrong from the very beginning. The idea is, as I said, that you get inmates and if they try to go and leave, the snipers take them out. So here we go. We have 10 inmates. We don't have protective custody in this one, by the way, and that is by design. What I mean by design is I haven't designed it. It just wasn't part of the plan. We do have a couple of traits that are unknown, but we do have fearless and deadly as well. So they are being brought in and being escorted over to the reception. They obviously won't be able to do anything at this stage because they're all handcuffed and such. So yeah, it's what happens when they are taken from where they currently are. Which, to be fair, they're making their own way, which is already a bit different. They are being searched. You can see if I go over to deployment. None of this is actually saying that it's insecure. I guess because the game doesn't have any understanding, any bearing of what's secure and what's not, because, well, basically there's nothing to compare it to. It's all open. Alright, well, these guys are getting searched. It's what happens when they are searched, brought to their cells, and then after that. That is the problem. That is the problem. Obviously, naturally, we want in the centre to get some flooring, but that's a future me problem. So we're finding some stuff on these guys. Let's see. It was last 24 hours. There is a club that was brought in. I didn't place the helipad. Still haven't placed the helipad, but I am going to do it now because we have one spare, and it means that I can bring in some air emergency peoples, if necessary. Right, so we've got people being brought in, and I don't know where the guards are going to put them. They're going to take them through the common room, and they're going to go with the very top left by the look of it. So this is where we'll see what happens if something goes wrong, because they'll, as soon as this door opens, is immediately just go and try and leg it. It's currently work-free time, so there is, let's have a quick look, logistics set for these guys. That guy is actually suppressed and locked down for found weapons. It's work-free time and nobody's going over to work. It's definitely set, as you can see. Qualified prisoners 10, qualified prisoners 10. We've assigned... max jobs 8, qualified 10. Max jobs 10, qualified 10. So we've assigned everybody to that. So 7 prisoners say they're well treated. Danger level is low and decreasing. 1 prisoner shackled in their cells or in solitary. 7 prisoners suppressed and compliant. Like I said, our warden, if we double check here, it says improves the range of snipers, improves the suppression effect of snipers. We do have unlocked non-lethal sniper, which means that it says there, unless the free fire order is being given, the sniper shot can only ever cause prisoners to go unconscious. Now, that's not technically true. Well, I guess it is. Basically, the way they can still die is if, for example, there's another shot coming in from like an armed guard or something, or if they go in the water and they snipe them, then, yeah, that's not good because they'll drown. Alright, well, so far, there's not been any massive alerts. Let me go ahead and place in... I'm going to place in the... advanced searchlights. Oh, that's a bit of annoyance because I now don't know from that... okay. Can I do it from objects? I can do from objects, that's good. So 1 there and 1 there. And similar thing. So that's all the ones that I've, like, got already, so that's good. You can see the guys are in and around their cells, so that's good. I'll have to electrify and wire up all of these things, so we'll do that. And what I'm going to do is go through buildings where possible, so it means I don't have to rewire. I can go across and up, and they'll be on the other ones as well. But I'm going to wait until wait until the rest's in. Wiring, connections, CCTV, and you can have 8 in total. And there we go. So we can have 8 in total, and we've got 6. So 1 will go on here, and then the others will go on this one. So I need another CCTV monitor. But I'm very aware that, basically, I have negative money. So, intake. Fill capacity with a max sec in there. Because I need them. I need them inmates. Now, the range of these CCTVs, well, advanced searchlights are not that great. I'm surprised people haven't went over to shared. I think it's because everything's in here. There's no reason for them to leave. But nobody's went over to visitation. There's been no visitation either, has there? It's acting weird, isn't it? Yeah. So, this is obviously staff only. That's fine. Right, so this is staff only, but the rest isn't. But it's not saying it's insecure or anything like that. We could make lots of money if we added a death row to the prison. Correct. But we do have space for it. Definitely have space for it. How come we've only got 1 max sec, but 4 super maxes available? How strange. Okay. Policy. Equip stun buttons is on by default, so that's all good. Right then, so in order to get the other grants, I need over 30, then over 40, well, 30 and then 40 inmates. So we'll see. Danger level is still low. Daily cash flow is pathetic. Danger level is going up. Okay. It'll be telling whether or not the guys are eating, or whether or not they go and do some jobs today. Consider equipment with the more mischievous prisoners with tracking belts. Yeah, I do want to do that. Let's do inmate nutritional research. So that is regime, eat, 3 sets of eat with a policy of high and high. Okay. That's good. Right. The inmates they've never left this area. Have I discovered like the secret formula for prison architect? That would be the biggest the biggest Easter egg in this game if it was on purpose. Like Introversion thought, you know what? We'll have a bit of an if statement nested in somewhere. If no perimeter wall, inmates don't try and escape. Then they'll be laughing all the way to the bank. Okay. If I click that door just to see what would happen. No. I reckon if I force open that door, a lot of other things would happen though. But I'm not going to test that theory. Not yet. I'm not kicking the hive. There's no way. Over to informants here, and you can see we do have some traits. Ah! Right. I think I've figured it out. The game is... So that there says been arranged. The game is calculated that this is the perimeter wall. Because it has to be thrown in within 10 spaces. So there, basically. But why wouldn't they not go to there? Okay. This is exceptionally puzzling. Because I genuinely don't know what to do now. Because they're not going to this visitation. That's not happening. So there's no point in building any other buildings around here. I mean, I could put a library in, I could put a mailroom in. But nobody's ever going to work on it. Yeah, look at that. So this isn't staff only, yet we have our guy on the laundry here. Well, I would have not have thought this. It does beg the question, though, what do I do now? Because I can't, like, build... If I don't have this perimeter wall, then that's it, right? They're just going to stay in here. And luckily, and it is more luck than judgment, all their needs are being catered for in this small bit, which is actually quite telling as well. That intrigues me. We're leaving it there for now. Again, a bit shorter than usual, but needs must. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. I think. I actually don't know what we're playing at the moment. This, it's different from any design I've ever made in the fact that it should be the most unsecure facility ever made. But yet, we've not had a single person try and escape yet. Yet all of this is classed as open. I did put escape plans on, right? Escape plans, it's on. I was going to say, if escape plans weren't on, then that would be like, that would be a bit of a light bulb moment. Okay, we're leaving it there. Next episode, I just don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'm going to I'm going to have to increase the bank balance. So the easy way for that is to slim down our staff. Definitely going to get rid of the armed guards. We just don't need them. I do want to put in the advanced searchlights. I want to put some flooring in. There's a lot I want to do. But it all depends on if this changes or not. I mean, I'm obviously going to have a reload as well. But yeah, let's see what happens. Next time, inmate nutritional research, crackdown on drugs, tool cleanup, all that sort of thing. Yeah, we'll see how we get on. And as always, let me know what you think in the comments. This is I think, going to be a bit of a divisive one. Okay. Like I said, we're leaving it there, and next episode we'll crack on with some more building, but it might be a case of, well, we've sort of completed the game. We shall see. Hope you have enjoyed it as always, and comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching, take care, and generic partings.